Got it going on in here. Drop that off, sir. Daddy, is that you?
Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not gonna lose my wrist.
You know what, bro? You grown.
Black DadCast.
We back, fellas, ladies, all in between. Episode, what is this, 4? Season 2.
Yeah, 2.
We got it rolling, man. We trying to keep it going. While we still got internet.
Kobe. Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah, man. We out here. Black DadCast, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all can always catch up with us on all the social media outlets. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the Black DadCast, the blackdadcast@gmail.com. We're also on YouTube as well if you want to see our handsome faces from time to time.
You feel me? Got that beer lined up.
Man, let's talk about some updates. Dad updates. What y'all got, man? How the potty training going, Ryan?
Next question. Nah, it's moving along slowly. My mama came and she was like, I got something to get y'all. It's called a potty watch. And it's a watch. Yeah. So technology is crazy. So basically what it is you got a watch. You put the watch on the wrist of your child and you can set it for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. And when that time elapses, it plays a little tune, right? When that tune plays, it's time to go sit on the pot. Okay. And then the time resets itself. And every time he hears this music, he well, that's the whole premise of the watch. It's time to go sit on the pot. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
Right. Yeah, technology, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so shout out to my mama, man. She always be thinking about us. Like every time, I say, man, mom, I'm dealing with this, and then before you know it, she didn't go gadget potty watch, and then she pull up, dog. So yeah, we're gonna try that, man, and hopefully that'll push us in the right direction, to get them broke in. You feel me? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I did see on Instagram young Caleb in his first tennis lessons.
Man,
talk to us, Bolden. How's that?
It was hilarious because he had a great time. He was swinging. He even hit the ball over the net one good time. He was like,
what?
Yeah. But the kiddie net, not the full size.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
it was so funny. The kids don't take no for an answer, so they swing and miss and then swing it real quick again. The ball just go everywhere. But 45 minutes into the lesson, he just running around the court, and I'm just like, And so Whitley was sitting there. She wanted to be mom, and I'm just like, nope, let coach handle it. Like trying to train her in the same fashion. Like when he's over there, he needs to learn to be coachable. Don't get in that unless the coach asks us to get into that. Like let him stay in that. And so it was good, man. I felt like a real father out there with him, watching him play tennis, man. It was.
Well, you are a real father too.
Yeah, for real.
I can understand what you mean, though.
Yeah, and Camden, we dealing with a little minor ear infection right now. Yeah, so everybody in the house got allergies except me, and so I'm just like everybody here sneezing, coughing. I'm like,
same.
I'm just like, this is ghetto. Like, I'm gonna leave. I'll be back when y'all are better.
Yeah, so I'll never be like those Negroes over there.
Yeah, exactly,
man.
So I'm just we just going through that because we caught it early. The drainage it just got in one of his ears. It was a slight ear infection, so that's always scary, especially when the babies get sick because you can't give them that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all a lot of stuff. So I mean, that's what's going on in my week. Just been a busy work week, but trying to carve out time for family.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of tough, man. Because I see you got your blazer on. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Fresh out.
Working late night, man.
Late nights, early mornings. You feel me?
You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
he shaved, got a little lineup.
You see him?
Man. You see,
Yeah.
he ain't got
My boy out here.
got his
Look at
mustache
him.
on his top lip.
You
Man, I got
feel me?
Clean popping on y'all. Look at that.
Oh, boy, Fresh Baldy. Fresh Baldy make it go woo woo. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. John don't know nothing about that. John don't know.
Nah,
about that.
yeah, boy, they Fresh Baldy,
He working
boy.
on something over here, man.
That Fresh Baldy changed the day.
Boy, he different, dog, for sure. For sure,
Hopefully I
dude.
can make it to my 50s with mine, man. I'm good on that, dog.
Man, water's fine, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the water's fine, bro.
If it ever get to that point, don't trip. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. If we get to that point, I gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Man. I ain't gonna hold on.
Yeah.
No George Jefferson over here.
Pull up with you. Hey, look. To get to that point, I'm gonna be the one to personally pull up with the Clippers. I'm gonna jump on a plane.
Hey, for
get
sure.
stuff like, yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, well, it'll bring back flashbacks from when you nicked me a couple of times in college, so it's all right. I had a hat on for about 2 weeks.
Why you bringing up old stuff?
They don't watch. Hey, but look, one thing they don't teach you about stuff like that when you leave to go out for college, we in San Antonio. Now, a lot of people that ain't never been to San Antonio is heavy Mexican, so
Hey,
we couldn't find a barbershop.
my partner, he did it with that same struggle. He moved his family out there, dog. That's the same thing.
We had to rely on each other to cut each other hair, man, and that was the times. But we enjoyed it. It got through it.
Learn some
Some didn't
things.
make it.
Look, I was like, look, it's cool. I'm on my way out anyway, so I ain't.
Right, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
No, 50-50
He was
proposition.
like, John in the mirror trying to get his.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to keep mine lined up.
yeah.
Marcus just wanted waves. It didn't matter.
That's all it was. The 3 ways on the side he had.
Man, hey, man, you got to bring him on, man. He got to defend himself.
Hey.
Y'all heard of my nigga right now.
Yeah.
Hey, he go watch this and hit me like, boy, I got all these ways. Now look at you.
We might all get a picture in our inbox. Like, bro, you see
All
that?
right, man, you know it.
Yeah, man, don't play me, bro. I'm out here for
What's
real.
up with you, man? What's going on with baby? In the
Oh
bun
man,
and the
this
oven.
week been. Hey, yeah. So first thing. Now let me get this off my chest.
Uh-oh.
Yes, the vaccines are out there. It's getting better out here. The cases are going down a little bit. They're starting to open it up for younger age groups. I'm happy about that. But I'm going to keep my mask on. I do eventually would like to get the vaccine that we talked about. But when I tell people to either pull a mask above their nose, or I'm walking past people, or I'm trying to talk to somebody and I got my mask on, I tell people I'm pregnant. And they get mad. So my problem is how come when our wives pregnant, we can't say we pregnant? Because I'm trying to protect my wife. That's why I keep my mask on. So I tell people I'm pregnant. Me and my wife is pregnant, okay?
Right on.
We going through this together. So why a man can't say that? You know what I'm saying? I got a problem with that. I'm trying to protect my
I want to
new
be
baby.
pregnant too. Men's rights.
Hey, man, come on, man. Let me have a little something, okay?
I'm pregnant. We a unit.
Yeah.
We married.
Exactly. They say we won, right?
Right. Stop playing.
And that pregnant lady spot at the grocery store and see how they get on your neck.
Oh, man.
Look here.
I ain't gonna do that.
Man.
I gotta make sure she with me then. I give them respect then.
Boy, my wife was taking advantage, boy. And then you even know like the small child parking, like she'll whipping that boy
Yeah.
with the quickness, boy. The quick 1-2.
Oh, yeah. I whips in there when I got Bailey in there. And he hopped right out. Yeah, but little man ain't really gave me no problems this week. He been cool.
What?
Yeah, this the first week I get on here and say I don't have like no crazy story.
Man, my boy let me down, man. Let me down.
Yeah, he living life this week, man. He just be relaxing, man. You know, he getting to that age where he's really, really independent. So he got a Fire Stick in his room, and he know how to get to Disney Plus.
Oh wow.
Hulu,
Well, you ain't gonna hear from
he
me.
know how to get on. Yeah, he know how to get on all that. So I don't really have to if it's a movie he want to watch, he know how to get to HBO Max and watch Tom and Jerry. He done found another movie, Detective Pikachu. So he, you know what I'm saying? He wants some great.
How does that make you feel though? Like, is it still like what I'm saying? Like, hey man, get in here, man. See what your old man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I go in there with him, he'd be like, "Come on, Dad, let's watch it together." I'm like, "All right, come on, man. I sit in the bed for you."
Yeah.
I have my moments where I'm standing outside the door of his room, kind of like that old man smiling.
Look at my little boy over there, man. I'm proud of him.
Doing his thing, man.
I tied that shit.
That's tight, man.
So yeah, he really at that stage, bro. Like, where I really don't have to do much for him other than, you know what I'm saying, make him food and stuff. But he'll play. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing. Eventually, I mean, he be wanting to learn. Like, I let him put his noodles in the.
Yeah, because I was just about to say something. You made some oatmeal. I ain't eating this, Dad. What do you say?
I don't fool with that. I don't make him no more oatmeal. That's a mommy thing, man. Like his mama oatmeal.
So I ain't, man. This is trash, Daddy.
Man, he was upset about it.
Boy said he not fooling with no oatmeal.
Yeah, nah, man. But yeah, this week been a light week, man. He ain't gave me nothing funny to tell, man. He been chilling this week.
Man, that is surprising.
He peeped you was out here mad,
I look forward.
He probably did. He said, "You got your potty cast on again, huh, Dad?"
What he called it?
He calls it a potty cast.
Potty cast.
He be excited about it too, yeah. You know, I keep the mic over here on the desk, and he'll walk by and he'll be like, "Mic test." Hey, get off here, man.
He's a natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One day he'll grace his presence on the scene one time.
Yeah.
But I guess we could talk about some news and today, man, we got Stimmy Joe, Moneybag Joe out of here.
Moneybag Joe.
Got Stimmies coming.
Hey.
I seen some people already got their Stimmies today, man.
Yeah, they said start as early as this weekend, so I'm
work.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I got my judge.
I was refreshing my app.
Hey, for real. I got my Judge Judy meme going on, man. The clocks, hey. Come on, give me my Stimmy, dog.
Yeah, man.
For real. I need mine.
That's crazy. So I think that's actually gonna be a big deal. Hopefully it impacts a lot of good people in a good way. But the Moneybag Joe memes are
hilarious.
I haven't seen none of them.
Oh man. You didn't
even have to just be on Twitter for this one. I mean, they was good on Twitter, but they was everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they good, bro. They funny. They got Joe out there in the do-rag. He holding up money on his ear.
Oh.
Baby chain on.
Oh, they acting bad with it.
Acting bad, bro.
It's pretty good.
Internet
what else in the news,
undefeated.
Did anybody, did y'all watch the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry interview with Oprah?
I didn't watch all of it because what was it, All-Star Game? I was watching All-Star Game, and then I watched some of it the next night. Me and my wife, we were watching it, and dog, that's ridiculous. But it's like,
okay, so
it's like, why are we surprised though? What are they giving you to lead you to believe that they wouldn't be racist? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like if they treat Princess Diana any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? What you think they was gonna be with this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With a black woman. So it's like, it's some of it is like, wow, that's really crazy. But it's like, are we really surprised? The thing that might really catch me off guard is like, you got a white male and then, you know, a woman of mixed race, and so you're gonna have a baby that's 3/4 white, and you concerned of how dark the baby gonna be?
And then little Archie is ice white.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't even know
like Megan can pass as white.
Yeah.
On the cool, like on a good day, like, oh, that's a white woman over there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll pick a bag test. Yeah, bro.
Come on, man. Like, out of all the stuff that I heard, like, that's trash, but I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Megan puts the G's on all of her words, so she's definitely.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
are you coming?
Yeah.
You know, you are
coming to go.
tripping.
You coming?
Yeah.
Where we going?
Yeah.
Ain't no G on the end of that, baby.
None of them. Not for us. It ain't. But man, I watched the interview. Two things I'll say about it. Bowden, you didn't watch the whole thing, but it was basically just, they had the whole situation with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the clip notes.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
White people be wild.
I do applaud the Prince for sticking up for his wife
at every turn.
A lot of courage, bro.
Every turn.
He really put it on the line for his family, man, and that I give him hats off for that.
For sure.
But I really got to shout out Tyler Perry, man, coming through like that, man. He got them in his crib, and got them security and everything, man. That was big time, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good dude, right?
I wonder how that even happened. He just reached out on some random stuff. Man, I got the house in Atlanta. If y'all need to pull up, I got the compound.
Let him use the house in L.A.
Oh, for real?
Okay. Yeah, he got a house in L.A. and he has security detail out there, and he just let them stay there for a couple of months until they found their house out in Santa Barbara. But he set them up. You know what I'm saying? He set them up, and Prince Harry said that they basically the only way they was able to make this happen is the money that was left over from Princess Diana, which was probably a little bit over $50 million.
Wow.
She left for him. You know what I'm saying? So
damn,
because they cut him off financially. He doesn't work for
the royal family.
For the royal family. So he's not making money, and they're not funding security or anything for him. So it was.
But look how they said they only can make it by what he left behind.
Right, $50 million is something to sneeze at. That's only $50 million.
$50 million. Everything I do is gonna be dedicated to them.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah,
I bought these shoes in honor of my peoples.
Look, we get $50 million. We could probably still go in Walmart and HEB and get our groceries. I don't think the Prince out here grocery shopping.
Nah,
too many people knowing.
I don't make nowhere near $1 million, and I still don't go in the grocery store.
But I'm just saying, you got the luxury of being able to do it.
Hey, on my mama, dog. I hate going to the store.
Instacart is that new wave, bro. You better get you on Instacart.
Yeah, they'll hit you upside your head to fees, but right on.
Hey, look, I'll spend $4 to get $200 worth of groceries.
Touche.
I go in there, I like to feel my fruit out. I like to, rub the plums and
then rub them.
see what they looking like.
You slap it on the watermelon, huh?
He in there having fantasies.
Let me see what's going on.
He leave the grocery store, call the wife, hey, baby, how you feeling?
I am on the way.
I'm coming home
today, baby.
Yeah, come over there and then lick on them apples.
That's that old age foreplay, baby.
You already moved like you're 70. Right.
Oh man, y'all boys, wow. Anything else in the news out there, man? I don't think there was too much. It's been pretty light this week.
Surprisingly, man.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Nothing too crazy, man.
I guess people got out of Atlanta whole. The only thing I'll say from that is I had a whole bunch of I seen GoFundMe's. Mom was being irresponsible and leaving their kids, and now they stuck in Atlanta trying to get home. That is, I seen some dudes too. My car got broken into or towed or whatever. I'm out here stranded.
Yeah, it was a lot of cars.
Should have stayed home, cause
broken into. Their wheels was taken. They was on bricks. You know what I mean? It was a lot happening, man. It was a handful of crime, a few shootings, unfortunately. And then one of the biggest headlines that I saw today was, Buckhead had been making this push to be their own independent city, right? But now they really pushing to try to be their own city.
Trying to secede from the union.
Basically, they want to have their own police force and, their own mayor. But it's like that for a lot of places around Atlanta. So, Douglasville, Brookhaven, East Point, all these places, Sandy Springs, they all have their own little annexes. So, Buckhead was like, we want to take our money and go. Separate ourselves from the Negroes.
Is that is it white flight all over again? Is that what that is?
It's basically white flight, man. You think about Buckhead, bro.
I'm not from Atlanta. I'm not.
There's some money out there, bro. It's like the Woodlands, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the Woodland.
Gotcha.
Buckhead is a good portion of wealth that's kind of inside the loop. So it's a good little piece of wealth before gentrification. Now gentrification is kind of help catch up, but Buckhead got it's money, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So
That's good
today
to know.
we're gonna tap into some stuff, man. We're gonna get into something different. It's gonna be kind of like a 2-part series for us, man, because we're gonna have something special for y'all next week. But this week we want to start it off with something when it comes to just parenting, but also understanding the underlying like being of yourself. And when you talk about like your heritage and your lineage, there are some good and there are some bad. Let me ask you, fellas, what are some of your biggest generational curses that you know of in your family?
Dad not being present. I mean, that's the biggest one that I can call off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On my dad's side, you know, my mom grew up with, you know, 2-parent household, but my dad didn't. And I'm not sure if his dad did. So it's like it kind of trickles down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the main thing I've been harping on as far as generational curses is being there for my little boy. I think that's the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
I think mine is probably financial illiteracy, man. Like just
That's a good one.
burning holes through pockets. You know what I mean? Like don't have a lot, but when you get it, you don't manage it right. And
Right.
From what I've seen, that's probably like the biggest issue that I've seen. You know, outside of most black families keeping secrets, like. Well, you know, like that funeral. Like, had 4 more kids by this woman named Wanda.
And then they all come to the funeral, and this, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's I think just financial mismanagement, financial illiteracy, a lot of the things that we are privy to now that just didn't have, and now that we kind of have that information, it's hard to teach an old dog new trick.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me ask you this part to expand on that. When did you realize that was a generational thing, and what do you think you're doing right now to address it and like change the narrative for your family going forward?
That's what
I was a teenager. So I was a teenager, and I realized I was like, it's. This is gonna sound funny, but you know what? You know how you have like little moments that make you just realize something? We went to Scott Andrasik's house, and this is a guy we went to school with, white boy.
Yeah.
And Scott Andrasik's house looked like a castle, and it's right down the street from your mom's crib in that neighborhood off Cutting, and it looked like a castle. And I was like, man, they must make $1 million, right? You really didn't know anything about the area. Bro, you go to Clown Forest. You ain't that bitch. All right.
Right.
Anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we had barely just, like, we didn't move into my first house until I was, that Kleinbrook house. So, I don't know how old I was. I was 15.
12, 13. Yeah.
No, it was after Wonderlick. So, I was 9th grade, right? And
yeah, because y'all was in the apartments. That's right.
Yeah, so like we had never moved into a house before. Outside, my granny house was the only house that we really knew. And I'm seeing this house, and then that made me just like pay attention to stuff. And so like financial matters, I started to pay attention to a lot more, and I realized like my mama, great heart will spend every dime she got on you. But the problem is she spend every dime she got. Like. She can't hold the money fast enough. It's falling smooth through her pocket. And, as far as addressing it, like even, when I was in college and learning all these different financial matters in some of my classes, I would try to bring it back home. And, my mom's an emotional character. I'm just saying, Mama, this is what you got to do. I'm grown. I know what I'm doing. That type of thing.
Okay.
And so, and so, it's to that point, you try to teach your siblings, you try to tell them everything that you know. But I think my biggest thing right now is, actions, like showing that it's possible. Like, here's what I'm doing. I can give you the advice. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So,
right.
Here's what I'm doing. I tried to put you on it, but here's what I'm doing, and if I can't convince you to get on this wagon, then I'm gonna make sure that this wagon is set for my kids and my
Right. So what are some of those actions that you like? Just I guess big or small.
Yeah, like little bitty things, like portioning off your money, like living below your means. If you know you make, okay, let's say you make $4,000 a month and your bills is $2,000 a month. Like once you get done with bills, you still gotta pay yourself something, and that paying yourself, it can either go to like savings or some investment that you want to do, but living below your means. So if you make a $4,000 a month, living like you only make $3,000 a month or $2,500 a month, of course enough to cover your bills, but trying to cut every dollar that you can. You know what I'm saying? If you live in check to check, you probably shouldn't be eating out all the time. You know what I mean? Like those types of things. So making sure that I'm partitioning off my money, making sure that I'm trying to put it in places that's going to allow my money to work for me. So learning about investment tools, learning about, options and different things that allow my money to grow even when I'm not working with it, right? The basic things like life insurance, like that's super duper important because, the two of the fastest mediums to wealth are real estate and life insurance. So, parents pass away, they leave you a bill as opposed to a will. Now you trying to have a fish fry to bury them, or they
Fish
leave
plates.
you a life insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to bury JoJo. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? He had no insurance. But I'm making light of it, but that's like a real thing, and it
is a real thing.
Community, countless families have had to do that, as opposed to just paying that little $15, $20, $30 a month, which you gonna spend on some bull anyway. You know what I mean? Like, think about how many times you just spent $30 in this month alone, and it's only the 30.
Oh yeah.
Spend $30 and invest it in yourself and get you a little policy that'll cover all your bills, your mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably worth more than my kids gone than here. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's facts, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to. It's important that you get to that point to where you leave something and set the next generation up. Like that's how you start that generational wealth. Even if you don't have the means to buy like real estate or get into like stocks and bonds, like that's how you set somebody up as opposed to putting them into more debt. So those are the things that I'm really just focusing on.
Ryan,
that's a lot.
You talked about Ryan. You talked about like our fathers not being present in our family. When did you have like a conversation about your father and his relationship with his father?
With him?
Yeah.
I never did. I never got to have a conversation with him about that.
That's the thing. Like, so I didn't say my biggest generational curse is like almost both of y'all's combined. And so I would say mine would be more like a lack of knowledge that isn't informationally passed down.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's super important for you to know like your history. And what I mean by that, at least grandparents or great grandparents down. I don't have to know my great grandparents. More than likely they were slaves and they did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I went to Tennessee 3 years ago. It's my mom's side of the family. And we went to this place in like the town. It's in the country, and then they have a town. We went to like in the town or whatever, and they have a street named after my great grandmother, bro. Like where her house was.
Oh wow!
Was like I didn't know she was like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that because they don't talk about it. And like the house ended up getting bought by the city and they tore it down, but the land is still there. So our family's been trying to like buy it, so that we can keep it. But like the street is named after her. And then they started telling me how she raised a lot of slave kids and taught them and, was this person in the community where people like came to her for things. And I was like, dang, like I didn't know this. And then I, asked my grandmother and she's like, she'll give me stories about it, but she'll be kind of somewhat vague, or she'll be super detailed about something that ain't important.
yeah.
You know how when they get older, they just kind of get the rambling and
Right.
stuff. But like, I'm learning more and more and more about my mom's side, but my dad's side, like, I've never had a conversation like you said, like with my dad,
Right.
like about him and his dad.
Right.
I don't even know if my dad know his dad. He never talks about him. He never brings him up. It's never like a discussion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my last name Martin, I don't even know where that's from.
Right.
Like, at all.
Right.
I never met anybody. I met one person on my dad's side of the family. The person that was his brother was driving trucks, and he came through Houston, and he stopped at my dad's house, and my dad called me, and I came over there. He's like, "I'm your Uncle Leon." I'm like, "Hold on,
nigga, I don't know you."
You lucky I'm calling you Mr. Leon, because I'm grown now, bro. This was like maybe 5-6 years ago. That was the first time I ain't your uncle. You ain't my uncle, bro.
Right, yeah, nigga, I got enough uncle, cuz I'm good.
Hey, come on. Man. You gotta do something to be called an uncle, bro. Just because you blood don't make you my uncle.
Right, straight up, man. People get that misconstrued for sure.
Yeah, I think lack of knowledge is like really, really big in our, Black community, because we don't want to tell about our shortcomings to the next generation. We want to cover up everything that we went through so that we can make a better life for our next generation, but they need to know, like, the shortcomings too, because it's important.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? To see, like, okay, that happened in our family. We're not perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have these issues. We make these mistakes, but look how we're overcoming them each generation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I believe that's what our generational curse is.
Ooh, that was good, dog.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, man, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When you think about it, I'm like, dang.
Yeah, Lord.
So let me ask y'all one more question, because we all got sons. What are you teaching your sons right now that you feel would help them as they grow older? Of course, things go in phases. Like our kids are young, but there are some things that we're teaching right now that are creating habits for them. And you're going to look back as we get older and they become older, and you see it like, oh man, I remember when I taught them that at 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are some things you would say you're teaching your son, and things that you plan on teaching your son down the road?
I think like he don't understand, but I always try to tell him, like, use your words, like, because he'll come to me and he just man, and he knows how to say words, like, like he in the stage where he'll cup, juice, like, so you're like, oh, okay, yeah. And I know he can speak well because he walked. I told you, he walked up and said, "I want to be changed." So
exactly,
I tell him, like, use your words, Roman. Like, I understand, whatever's going on, but I need you to talk. Like, you can have the emotion part. That's fine. But I need you to talk too. And the thing of it is, like, regardless of what you're going through, to be able to talk through your emotions, to be able to talk through your feelings, because what we've been taught is to repress everything, right? Like, we can't show emotion. Don't cry. Boys don't cry, like that type of thing. So it's like, no, that's cool, but use your words too. Like, let's start a dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on, to get some solutions. So that's like where I'm at now, like just little bitty stuff.
Yeah. And, before I really get into mine, like that's important. That's a key point, man, in terms of like being able to use your words. And, I was talking with my therapist about this. Like, it's not so much using my words, but being able to like convey and understand different types of words. So like my wife speaks, her words are emotionally charged. My words are action charged. So like I'm trying to find resolution in action. She's trying to like tap into like feeling in order to, cause she'll sit in those feelings and just be like, well, I want you to know how I feel and I want to know how you feel. And I'm like, oh, these feelings, man. What's up? What's up?
Let's do something about it.
Like,
But
like I got stuff to do.
I'm gonna push back on that, bro. You gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know where you are.
Like,
you need to know where I'm at, and then we make actions based off both feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get
exactly,
it,
and that's why I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, teaching our sons to like understand, if not even speak that emotional tone, because like I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm dead in the water with it. Like, I wish I was better at speaking through emotional tone or understanding emotional speech, but I think that that's important for me to kind of help teach my and of course my wife is gonna take the lead on that because like she's an expert. You know, hammering it into his head like, hey, this is something this is a skill that you need, especially if you want to have a lifelong companion and partner. Like, this is something that you're gonna need to develop, and the earlier the better, because you know you don't want to get to that point to where you be like, well, I feel this way. Like, I really don't have time for feelings. Like, you can't say that, bro. Come on. Like, so I think that's important. Like, you know, using your words, but also using the different types of words, understanding like action words, emotional words.
That is a very important caveat there. I like that.
Man.
I like that.
You know, it's crazy. We talk about these generational curses. And the two biggest things in, I would say, the Black community is communication, you know, with each other and passing stuff down, and financial literacy. And you think about marriage, the two leading causes of divorce:
communication and finances.
So
I think finance is number one, right?
It is. It ain't no mic. There ain't no mic.
Yeah.
It is. It's the number one thing.
Yeah. When you think about those things, man, you say, dang, this generational curse or issue that's been passed down affects my life, probably with my future wife. So when you say he don't really understand, Ryan, he may or may not understand. He understands, but when he gets older, it's really gonna. My dad said, use my words.
Right.
Versus sitting on the couch and not speaking on it.
Right.
My dad said, use my words.
Right.
He understands it. I swear.
Right.
Yeah. They use that stuff, bro. Like, hey, you know, the baby talk, they think they're gonna get away with something.
They're like, nah, I ain't gonna fly up here, cuz.
Exactly.
You know, it's crazy, you know, talking about generational curses. I think one of the biggest generational blessings, and a lot of times we kind of overlook those, but the generational blessings of having 5 generations of family. Like, I was born into 5 generations. I knew my great-great-grandmother well. Like, she passed when I was like 9 or 10. Like, used to always sit up under her. Like, I knew her well. And my sons have their great-great-grandmother. Like, I knew my great-grandfather, another great-grandmother. Like, having them being born into 5 generations. And I'm huge on genealogy. Like, my dad's dad is huge on it as well. He didn't trace our family back, you know, to our original name and everything. Like,
that's tight.
Everything on both sides of my family, and that's a big value to me. Like, that's huge to me. Like, knowing where I come from, being able to trace my family all the way back to a plantation in Alabama. Like, knowing the names, knowing the people who came from that's big to me. So that's a generational blessing that I want to pass down. Like, you know, you're in 5 generations. You had a chance to spend time with your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, your great-great-grandfather, like, and sit and talk with them. Even though we're not in Texas, we FaceTime and we talking. And then, you know, you have those memories of learning those stories. So I think that's one of the generational blessings that I don't want to leave in the dirt, because I think it's very, very important.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
See, that's a blessing that you was even able to like see like that far back.
For real.
My great grandmother passed away when I was like maybe 1 or 2, so I can't really remember her at all. I just see pictures of her holding, like, we was in a newspaper in Jackson because my grandparents, you know, everybody know them in the town or whatever. They've been living there forever, and it was in a newspaper that, you know, Louise Louise Walker's daughter has twins. So
Oh wow! You and your sister, that's tight.
Only twins in town.
Right?
We weren't even born there, so I'm like, okay. We're making news in another town, man.
Boy, celebrity. What?
Yeah.
Man, so I can remember the picture of my great grandmother, I can see the picture. I can't remember, but I see the picture of her holding us. I'm just like, man, I didn't ever get a chance like to sit down and be like, tell me about your life, like what it was like. And like my grandparents, my grandmother and grandfather moved here back in August, and you know, when I get a chance to get over there, like I sit down, I'm like, come on, Granny, just spill it all.
Give it to me. Right.
Like she will talk you through everything. Like she would tell me certain stuff, and I'm just like, man, I didn't even know that. Like
that's tight,
talking to my even my grandfather. So he has dementia right now. He's going through it. He's 90 plus, and he talked to me about like how he graduated high school at 16 and went to the military and was in the Navy for 22 years. And check this, he started, and you know, he goes in and out. If you guys don't know how dementia, most of you guys know. He goes in and out, but when he's in and he starts telling you stuff, I'm like, man, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Like, he was in there for 22 years and he fought at Vietnam, but the boat that he was on, they used that same boat to help take slaves back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, bro, they help like get them back, bro. Yeah, like some of the stuff like he be saying, I'm like, what? Like, bro, he was like a real hero, bro. I'm like, man, this dude was doing some stuff out there, bro. Yeah, bro. So like those types of like moments that you had, Bolden, it's like, man, because you have all that in there now, like you can take that and be like, all right, we're going to, you know, of course, spoon feed them the information, but like the more they have, the more they can see like the value of their inner being, their last name, where they come from. And like when you walking around and you have that, you don't need 1 million followers on social media. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the validation from somebody else to tell you like you Black history in the making.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know that because of it being told to you by your family. So yeah, bro, that's tight.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. I love that. I never had a chance to, you know, dig in like that because my grandmother is in Jamaica. My dad's mom, and then my mom's mom passed in 2002. I was in the 9th grade. So this is right around them times where like, man, you know, kind of trying to see what the business is on the weekend. Like I'm trying to get into something, you know what I'm saying? So like I didn't really cherish those moments to be able to, you know, call my grandma like and get those type of questions that I wasn't interested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, I didn't, you know, it's not anything I was concerned with. But I get like, you know, tidbits from my mama. I'll ask her certain things and she can say, well, we grew up like this and, you know, we had to, you know, we picked our own, you know, fruit and we had to go, you know, chase the chicken and wring his neck and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
wild, by the way.
It's wild as hell, dog. Like you gotta go. I've never seen it, but the visual of you finding a chicken and hitting that boy with the PD Pablo for dinner tonight. That's crazy, dog.
No,
and that being normal,
right?
The craziest part of that is when you finish, either you wring his neck or you chop it, and you let go. The chicken still moving.
Wow. I didn't know.
I was a little kid. My papa still to this day got chickens in his backyard. And first time I saw that, bro, zombie chicken, bro. I was
straight up, cuz like you hear about the type of thing, like that's how y'all live, but that's what it is. Like you don't think of it as anything other than that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like she just talk about that, like, oh yeah, we used to go pick our own stuff and we had to, you know, kill the chicken. We had fresh meat, fresh, you know, vegetables every night, blah, blah, blah. But to be able to get that, you know, another generation prior, I wasn't able to take advantage of that. So I kind of get my little bits and pieces if I'm talking to my uncle about stuff. I'm talking to my mama, like, you know, she'll be able to give me a little info, but then she doesn't know a lot. She's the youngest of 11 kids. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got cousins that's 40 and 50 and they kids, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
she doesn't really have a whole bunch. She just tells me like some of the stuff that she knows, you know. And since she was the youngest, you know how it is. Like, well, we're not gonna tell her nothing, you know, because she, you know, the youngest or the baby. So you know how they go. So it's only so much she knows. So I wasn't able to take advantage like that. Yeah,
man. It's crazy. I just be thinking about that. I'm sitting here like, man, like I get exactly where you coming from, Ryan. Because at a certain age, you really trying to find yourself. And that's ninth through 12th. You really trying to like set yourself up for like young adulthood. And then when they go, like meaning past, you're like, man, now you 30 plus, and you're like, man, I wish I would have took just a couple more minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Took a couple more phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point where when I got to 8th grade, 9th grade, you know, my mom's side of the family's from Louisiana. I got to choose if I wanted to go or not. Like when I was, before then, you didn't have a choice. Like I'm going to my mama's house and you and your brother are going. You know what I'm saying? So you get older, like, all right, well, I'm going out of town. You want to go? Nah, I want to go to the movies and see if I can, you know what I'm saying? See what I can see. You know, I used to go down at AMC. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing all the stuff in that courtyard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I used to go down. That was my interest. We was all there indirectly. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
Yeah. So that's what a nigga was on. You know, so hindsight is like Cam Newton say 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But you try to catch your little bits and pieces where you can to kind of supplement, what you don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm thinking about it now. Like, I think about like my life now with my son. I'm like, it's a lot of things, a bunch of things I could teach my son. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, he's gonna be a black man in America. That's the first thing you got to teach him how to move, safely,
right,
and navigate through this thing. Number two, just teaching him small manly things as he grow older. And I'm like, okay, I got another baby on the way. I don't know the sex of the baby yet. What if I do have a daughter? How far can I go with her? What is it that I can teach her? What you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just trying to think like, man, I can show her how to, how a man's supposed to protect her and provide and like what she should look for in a man, but I can't teach her how to be a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell her like, you want to men look for this, or you want a man that, finds attraction in that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right.
So I always, I would love to hear, like, especially with next episode, we're going to have some fellas come on, and I would love to hear some perspective on, like, guys that have, daughters, and see their mindset and how different it is from raising a son to a daughter.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can only speculate.
Yeah, I think it also helps that, now that we're in the information age, I have this document that kind of tells a lot of my family history. And I think that that's important if we don't have one to start to write it down, put it in some type of narrative, put it to where it's accessible to where, because words get lost. John's grandfather has dementia, so a lot of the memories and things that he had, because he didn't write them down, sometimes they get lost in that, right? So if we're thinking about that, that's worst case scenario, but just writing it down so that way it can be, shared and dispersed around the family, and that there's a solid understanding of the heritage and the history of the family. I think that that's important, man, because, I can't wait to show my son, hey, look at this family history document. And I need to, y'all do a lot more journaling than me, but I need to just kind of sit down and for my son, just like here, write down, here are the things, the important things about the family. Here's some experiences. And, I started doing that when Caleb was born with the Caleb and Daddy Chronicles, because I thought that was important. And then
Yeah.
And so I still drop a status or two every while, but
I enjoyed those when you was
like in the beginning. Yeah.
Bro, life be lifing.
Life be lifing, bro.
All the time, man. All the time.
And I'm saying that because, like, even in my shortcomings, I still want people to in each individual family to like be doing that, because I think it's important, especially as Black folks, for us to maintain our heritage and understanding of where we come from. Or we'll end up like what was his name? Oh, one of the Trump supporter that was out there screaming white power.
The what?
We'll end up like a Clayton Bigsby or something. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like,
white power.
White power.
Right.
Just confused.
Breathing up all the white man's air. Shout out Dave Chappelle.
I was trying to think of the dude's name that was at the Capitol storming with all the white folks, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, man, like, get him.
Give him no
Right. Right.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Clown.
You know what me.
For sure.
Oh man. Hey, so next episode we want to talk about, we want to continue with the generational curse portion, but then we want to start talking about, co-parenting with people that, co-parent people outside of the home. Mm-hmm. Of course, we can all speak about co-parenting in the home, and we have our personal opinions about co-parenting that we've seen because we all come from single mother homes, mm-hmm. so we can address like the upside, like the people above us and what we've seen down, but we can't address like the lateral,
mm-hmm.
face-to-face interaction. Mm-hmm. So I really, would like to get those guys in next episode, man, and give y'all something different, man. We're gonna have our very first special guest.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like a little shameless plug for next episode, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to tap more into generational curses, and we also want to tap into co-parenting with, the mother not being in the home with them. So I think that's going to be huge, man. But before we get out of here, man, Snowfall. Child, thank you, man. Hallelujah.
I had to tweet it. I was like, Snowfall. That's the tweet. Like.
That's it.
Look, bruh. I told y'all on the last episode, it seemed like we get to the last couple of minutes and then something goes awry, bro.
Yeah.
And without fail, I started to text y'all boys like, see what I told y'all, something was going. Look, man.
Spoiler.
All I'm going.
Whoever's listening.
Look, if you haven't watched it, turn this episode off right now. Fast forward it, whatever. Look.
Pause it. Come back and finish.
Look, dog. Stacy, aka DeAndre Bonds, y'all gonna see some top tier acting next week, bro.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked in his back seat and seen I can't think of her name because she play on All American. John, do you know her name?
I don't know her real name, but I know her. I don't, but
I seen her screaming and seen that little girl. I say, not the daughter, not the daughter, Jesus. Look,
man.
Ooh, did that hit y'all in the special place, bro? Like that just.
It did. Bro. And the first thing I thought about was when he was braiding her hair, bro.
That's exactly. I was like, no, this episode 1.
Daughter, is it?
I said, I know it ain't his daughter. Look, man, and I don't know. So it's twofold. It might be twofold with Leon. The first part of it is, damn, is this Scully's daughter? Or like, is this something, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is Scully's people. Clearly he knows that, right? So he sees a little girl. Maybe he's aware, maybe he's not. The second part of it is, this is a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll smoke anybody out here.
Right. But
not a kid, bro. So you can see it, like, it hit him like somewhere else. Like, he was like, ooh. This ain't what I signed up for. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was the realization, like it was he was back to being a human. He wasn't like
a monster out here.
Like,
right.
He was back to understanding like this is affecting real lives. Like that's a child, bro. Like, oh my God, what have I done? Now I gotta like live my life with this realization. The game has gotten too far. Like we've got
I'm knee deep in it, and that's the thing. Like. That might be another part of it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go back. There is no going backwards, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't reverse out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the man boy part was secondary because I don't really care about his. I mean, like not. I won't say he's not significant. I'm not gonna say that. But like first, when it first popped up, you're not thinking about that's man boy's niece. This is Scully's daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that's who gonna bring the smoke. So it's like, ooh. And then what I told y'all as well, something's gonna happen. Franklin is gonna need Leon. Leon's gonna need Franklin. Your enemy's my enemy. We're gonna come together like ass cheeks. I told y'all. This is that, bro. They need each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, man? Hey, boys gonna come together like Voltron. We're gonna see what's happening.
Yes, sir.
Man, you got that friend, bro, that you know is a ride or die. And you gonna hang on with him because you know he got your back. But sometimes you know like he is no good for you. And that's who Leon is, bro.
That is a
Leon is that one. Leon is that one where you like, man, come on, bro. Dang, come on, fine.
All right.
You know, yeah. We're gonna go and do this, bro. But dang, can you chill, man?
Look,
yeah.
I got a partner I can call right now. I haven't talked to my boy in at least a year. And I can say, bro, I got some action we got to take care of. I'm about to come get you or come meet me. I'm on the way. Where you at? I'm coming.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right now. And that's
hesitation.
No. Not asking no questions. Who doing what happened? No. I'm on the way. All right, cool. I seen a little bit.
It's dope, but it's also dangerous. Like
it's very dangerous because you don't know.
You know, that same friend is also the one that'll call you on some stuff like that and get you in some stuff, get you roped up.
Like, I got a family.
But look, his stuff be so small, bro.
Right.
Your stuff be a big issue.
Right.
His stuff be like, man, she wouldn't give me my last socks. I'm like, bro, we don't get for some socks. Bro, yeah. That's what it is. That's what it be for real, bro.
She couldn't tell me what my hat was.
Man.
Hey, look, you know, this is a cinematic nerd in me, but I like the references that they did in the show. Like one of the biggest ones that I liked was like at the little taco spot, like Minister Society. Remember?
With Leon orders for
Yeah, so that was like real reminiscent of that. You know, Wanda with the Leon. It reminded me of like Ricky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, his innuendos are
yeah.
He have like that.
It's all Singleton, right?
Him and Spike Lee have that moment in every show or movie that they do where you like, this is Spike Lee movie,
right? Yeah, like
this is John Singleton.
right.
This is that was those moments, bro. I was laughing about the whole Wanda trying to sell it too, bro.
Right. That's like it's crazy, but it's always how it goes.
It's so real.
A woman will break you down, dog.
Man, bro.
Down. We know what Leon on, bro.
Like that, bro.
Can you just stay, please? I don't have nobody else.
Man.
It's the same gutter nigga we talking about. Nigga came out his coat, took his jacket off, and I'm like, boy, you Marshall Mallory, boy.
This is the crazy part. Like, this is how you know this boy is down for the real thing. One, you know, he done paid off the hospital. She done hit that boy with the, you know, sit down. He sat down. And this is after he know she done sucked off the whole hood for some rock. You know,
for rock,
like,
yes.
Man.
Knowing all of this, Leon is, who's not a simp, like he's still on some, like, man, you know, I feel for this girl so strongly that I'm not gonna leave her side. Like that's a stand-up guy. You know, he better than me, but
Let's get understood. This is kind of like a
probably feel slightly guilty though, because he was the one that
was the servant. Yeah. It could be that. It could be guilt.
He feel like I'm dead to her because I turned her out pretty much.
Right.
Her own game,
man.
And she
I'll just say, man, shout out to him, man. Like, Isaiah John like playing playing Leon, dog, and you see like the layers and the different facets of this character, and I like the character arc and development of him. Like he's really been the star of the series. He's been, to me, the star of the series, hands down, dog. Like it's not even close to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially now that Franklin limping around everywhere.
Right.
Bro,
I'm
bring
pretty
back
upset about this.
Yeah. Come on, get out that cane.
Come on, bro. It's time.
Like he not Christopher Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy? I started to see where they're taking Franklin in this episode, right? And because he was that dude, he was rising you like, you know, this is the dude I want on my team. This is the plug. This and that. All in season 1, 2. You know, you get up and then he gets hurt in this chink in the armor. You start to see the vulnerability of him, and now he's trying to find his place and figure out if he needs to be here and there. And now you're starting to see him get back and evolve to a different level. Like he's trying to evolve to more of a big. He's always been a big picture thinker, but he's trying to evolve to more of like how do I start to play all of the pieces in the way that I want them to play to make it work for my advantage. And I like that, even though like the Leon character progression and arc is more like we can buy into it. Like we are more vested. Like I'm seeing where they're taking Franklin now.
Yeah.
So is it something that you enjoying, or is it like I ain't fooling with it?
With Franklin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is the first episode where I was like, okay. Yeah.
Cane, dog. like your level of thugness didn't elevate with the cane. Like you became like real weak, bro. Everybody see like you not like you like even everybody knew you was the brains behind everything.
Right.
Like, everybody knew that. But now because of like your handicap, it looks like you can't even think next level. Like,
right.
People thinking ahead of you already. People 2 steps ahead of you.
Right. Literally.
Scully and Man Boy both knew it was gonna be a setup, bro. Like they knew that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they killed I can't remember my old buddy's name in season 1, but they had met up and the homeboy had to kill him. Yeah.
So who?
He didn't know he was getting set up. Man, what's up? I can't think his name.
Oh, Kip. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can think about that. So yeah, bro, he kind of getting weak right now. Hopefully he makes it. But you know what's crazy? His character really, like his confidence ties with Reed's confidence. Like they both elevate and they lower at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Reed kind of know it's like getting close to the end and he ain't gonna be able to do nothing, but he's forcing the government's hand.
Yeah.
To back him, and the more he's kind of feeling like they not. Franklin feeling like, dang, it's about to be over.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah, it is saying like the walls are closing in on Reed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Franklin just don't know that shit yet.
Right.
Yeah, but you see, if you pay attention to it, like in the earlier seasons, Franklin was more confident in the street than he was when his interpretations were like Reed and stuff, right? Now, Franklin's more confident in that business arena and talking to these people about businesses and meeting with the congressman than he is in the street. So it's almost like he's trying so hard to find his place, but at the same time, he's trying to find the exit. But now in the street, he's looking like, you know, chicken level. Like
I'm about to say, yeah, boy looking like food out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the chicken with his head cut off, that's what you said earlier?
Hot food, you feel me?
Hot food, chicken with his head cut off. That boy is Sunday dinner right now.
Man,
yeah,
look.
man.
We'll see.
I'll just say,
ultimately looking like a sellout.
Oh yeah, for sure. That you know the way it's going. Once the old lady, you know, got in the underbelly of her spirit to cuss this man out, like you knew what it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, what that old lady say? You know what I'm saying? But,
all
you know it's a serious cuss
man.
when your body move when you cuss.
When your stomach jump, oh yeah.
Boy, from the diaphragm, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm just gonna continue to see where Leon's character is gonna go, and I was saying it off air. Like the good thing about Leon is he's always on go. The bad thing about Leon he's always on go. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
But
Stay on.
That's still my dog. I just hope they don't kill him out, man, because the way his character's progressing, bro, is like it's good TV. But Snowfall is like the best TV you can watch for my money right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. Anything else y'all fellas got before we get up out of here?
Wear your mask.
Today. Wear your mask.
Mask on, man. I'm pregnant out here, man. Man.
John is pregnant, y'all.
Hey, come on, man. That's a wrap, man. Episode 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Season 2 did this one.
2, 4, Kobe. You feel me?
Kobe.
You know what I'm saying?
Kobe episode,
R.I.P.
man.
Mamba.
Yeah. Well, if y'all got any other suggestions, man, something y'all ain't heard us talk about before, man, y'all hit us up, the blackdadcast@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the Black Dadcast, YouTube, if y'all want to see our handsome faces. We out, fellas. Got it going on in here.
Drop that off, sir.
Daddy, is that you? Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not going to lose my race.